Look, I ain't one for spilling my guts online, but I'm so fired up I gotta let this out somewhere. This whole mess kicked off a few days back, but the bad vibes were brewing long before. I'm Jack, 34, living in the garage apartment of my folks' place in Ohio. Just had surgery on my right shoulder, tore it up bad working construction. Ain't life or death, but I can't lift nothing, can't drive, and I'm stuck hobbling around. My family swore they'd have my back during recovery. Said they'd handle meals, meds, all that. We're tight, you know? Always pitching in. My folks, Ed and Carol, live upstairs. My sister, Lisa, 28, married, no kids, lives a few miles away with her husband, Mike. I'm the older one, the guy who fixes stuff, leaky pipes, flat tires, you name it. Always been the dependable one, even if I ain't perfect. Recovery rules were clear. I need help with food, can't climb stairs, gotta take meds on a schedule, and change bandages. Everyone nodded, all supportive. Carol even made a family text thread called Jack's Recovery Crew. But 2 days before surgery, I overhear Lisa at the house, whispering to Mike about not canceling their beach trip. Jack's tough, he'll manage, she says. I brush it off, thinking she's just stressed. Lisa's always been a bit dismissive, like I'm overplaying things. If I'm under the weather, she'll tease I'm milking it. Carol always defends her, saying, she's just joking, Jack. She's got her own life. Lisa's kind of the golden child, always sliding by. Growing up, she'd mess up, and somehow I'd catch the blame. Surgery day goes fine. Carol stays with me that first night. Ed checks in. I'm groggy, mostly out of it. Next day, I'm alone in my apartment, just me and some old action flicks. Carol texts she'll be late. Lisa's running errands. I ping the group chat, crickets. Day 3, nobody shows. My med alarm blares, but the pills are on a high shelf I can't reach with this bum shoulder. I text again, nothing. Call Carol, goes to voicemail. I'm irritated but figure they're just delayed. By noon, I'm starving, head spinning. Fridge is barren, some old ketchup and a wilted lettuce head. I prepped some meals before surgery, but they're gone. I try to haul myself up the steps to the main house, nearly eat it, and give up. I call Lisa. She picks up, music blasting, wind in the background. Yo, what's good? She says, all chipper. I'm like, where's everyone? I need help. She chuckles. We're headed to the coast, man. Me, Mike, mom, dad. Beach weekend. I'm stunned. You're all gone? I can't even get my meds. She sighs, all annoyed. Don't make this a thing, Jack. We're on vacation, not your nurses. You'll be fine. I'm gripping the phone, voice low. I'm in pain, Lisa. I need you guys. She scoffs. Order some takeout, or whatever. You always blow stuff up. I mutter. Guess I see who you really are. She hangs up. I'm staring at my phone, group chat dead. I try Carol, voicemail. Ed, same. I text my uncle, Ray. He's like, wait, you're not with them? I thought you were at the beach. I send a pic of my sling, the empty fridge. He just replies, yikes, hang in there. Hours drag. I'm hungry, pissed, scrounging for some stale chips in a drawer. I order pizza, but the delivery guy can't get in, so it sits outside, cold, till I crawl to grab it. My neighbor, Tom, sees me struggling, brings it in. He's like, where's your family, man? I mumble something lame. That night, I see Lisa's social media. Her, Mike, my folks, all grinning in sunglasses by the ocean. I can't sleep, just stewing. I've always had their backs, loaned Lisa cash, fixed Ed's truck, planned family barbecues. Now I'm stuck, and they're sipping cocktails. I start jotting notes on my phone. Every favor I've done, every bill I've covered, every time I've dropped everything for them. I ain't plotting anything crazy, but I'm done being their doormat. I got time, a busted shoulder, and a whole lot of receipts. I'm mad, but I'm thinking clear. They're gonna learn I ain't just the family handyman. It's been a week since my family ditched me for their beach getaway, and I'm still stuck in this garage apartment, shoulder throbbing, madder than a hornet. The silence is the worst part. Not just the house, creaky and empty, but the group chat, Jack's Recovery Crew, is a ghost town. Not a peep since Lisa hung up on me. You'd think someone would check in, maybe fake a little concern, but nope. Nothing. I keep finding traces of them, like a half-eaten bag of chips on the counter or a pair of Carol's flip-flops by the door. The fridge is still a wasteland, just that same ketchup and some moldy cheese. I open it every few hours, hoping something's magically appeared, but it's always the same sad story. I've got my med alarms blaring all day, but reaching the pills is a nightmare. I tried dragging a chair over to climb, slipped, and nearly bashed my head. Scared the hell out of me. I'm making lists now, tracking every missed dose, every time I've gone hungry. I moved some stuff downstairs, cereal, a few cans of soup, so I don't gotta risk the stairs again. It's a hassle, takes forever with one arm. I texted Uncle Ray again, hoping he'd swing by. He says, you sure they left you like that? Maybe it's a mix-up. I'm like, come see for yourself. He just replies, got a lot going on. I called my buddy, Nate, thinking he might help. He's like, man, I don't want to get in the middle of family stuff. You and Lisa always butt heads. I tell him, this ain't a spat. I got no food, no meds. He says, why not get groceries delivered? I explain I can't carry the bags. He mumbles, "That's rough," and changes the subject. So, I'm ordering food in tiny batches, one burger, one taco, cause I can't haul more. It's burning a hole in my wallet, but what else am I gonna do? I didn't plan for this. Never thought they'd bail. Lisa's posting online pictures of her new beach hat, Mike with a sunburn, Carol commenting, "So fun." Under every shot. Not a word to me, not even a nod on my post about the surgery. I'm taking pictures now, too, of the empty fridge, the pill bottles I can't reach, the dusty apartment. Got a notebook where I'm writing down every time I've helped them. Fixed Lisa's car, paid the water bill when Ed forgot, planned Mom's birthday party. It's a long list, and it's keeping me sane. The craziest part? Everyone acts like this is normal. Lisa's always gotten a pass for treating me like I'm whining. Carol and Ed think she's just busy, while I'm supposed to suck it up. I was on the phone with Carol's friend, Barb, who checks in sometimes. She's nice, but even she said, "You sure you're not making a mountain out of this? They probably thought you'd be fine." I told her, "I can't eat. I missed meds. I'm stuck." She started talking about her cat. Guess it's hard to believe a family could pull something this cold. One night, I heard a noise outside. Thought maybe they came back. Just Tom, my neighbor, taking out his garbage. He saw my TV flickering through the window, asked if I was okay. I lied, said, "Yeah, I'm good." I ain't good. I'm furious. I started thinking about how much they lean on me. I manage the family's shared stuff, phone plan, streaming accounts, even the lawnmower schedule. I'm the one who calls the electrician when the lights flicker, the one who sorts the mail when Ed's too lazy. What if I just stopped? What if I let it all fall apart? So, I'm making another list. Every bill I pay, every chore I handle, every time Lisa's borrowed cash and forgot to pay me back. I texted Lisa yesterday, just to see what she'd say. Sent, "Hope the beach is a blast." She replied, "Maybe try standing on your own 2 feet for once." Didn't even bother responding. Carol texted this morning, first time in days. "We're back soon. Hope you're holding up, honey." No sorry, no nothing. I left it on read. I ain't yelling or throwing a fit. I'm just done. They're gonna feel what it's like without me propping them up. I'm moving my gear out of shared spaces, changing passwords on accounts I manage, pulling my name off bills. I ain't their fix-it guy no more. This ain't over, but I'm playing it smart. They'll see. It's been 10 days since my family left me high and dry, and I'm still cooped up in this garage apartment, shoulders screaming every time I move wrong. The quiet's starting to break, though, and it's almost funny how it's happening. I figured they'd notice I wasn't picking up their slack, but I didn't expect it to hit this fast. First sign was small but got me grinning. Lisa texted me out of nowhere, asking for the login to our family shared streaming account. You know, the one I set up and pay for so everyone can binge their shows. She's like, "Hey, what's the password?" Trying to watch something. I just shot back, "Not my problem anymore." She sends a bunch of question marks, then nothing. Next morning, Ed messages, all grumpy, asking why the internet bill didn't go through. I tell him, "I took my card off the account. You'll need to handle it." He's like, "You can't just do that, Jack." I reply, "You left me stranded. I ain't covering for you no more." Then Carol chimes in, saying, "We need to talk about this." I don't answer. I've been busy, not with drama, but with untangling myself. I went through my bank, canceled every autopay tied to their house, electric, water, even the lawn service. Sent a calm email to the family shared inbox, saying, "If you want these services, set them up yourselves." Kept it short, no shade, just facts. Lisa's gonna lose it, I know. She's always acted like I'm blowing things out of proportion, but she's quick to call when her car's acting up or she needs gas money. I'm done with that. Stopped replying to her texts, just let them sit there. The weirdest part was when my folks got back from the beach. I heard their car pull in, doors slamming, voices raised. Carol came down to my apartment, didn't knock, just barged in. Starts right in with, "What's with you, Jack? You're messing everything up. We're family." I'm sitting there, sling on, and say, "You all ditched me after surgery. I was starving, couldn't get my meds." She rolls her eyes. "It was just bad timing. Lisa booked the trip months ago. We thought you'd manage." I tell her, "I didn't manage. You didn't check." She calls me stubborn, says I'm making her look bad. I say, "I ain't your errand boy no more." She storms out, door banging behind her. Lisa showed up a couple days later, all puffed up like she's gonna lay into me. Walks in, says, "You trying to make us beg, or what? This is ridiculous." I'm calm, tell her, "You left me here, Lisa. Clean up your own messes." She steps closer, like she's gonna intimidate me, but I hold my ground. "You told me to be independent," I say. "So, I am." She calls me a jerk, stomps off, kicks a chair on her way out. Meanwhile, stuff's piling up. Bills are late, grass is knee-high, mailbox is overflowing. Ed tried to fix the sprinkler system, my job usually, and gave up after flooding the yard. Gotta admit, that made me chuckle. Uncle Ray called, asking what's going on cause Carol asked him to reset the router. I laid it all out, surgery, them leaving, me stuck. He goes quiet, then says, "That's tough, but you know Carol, she don't like fights." I'm like, maybe she should have thought of that before bailing. My cousin, Tim, texted, saying, "Just let it go, man. Family's messy." I told him, "They wouldn't leave you to rot, so why's it okay for me?" He didn't write back. The real kicker was the family barbecue they tried to plan. I always organize it. Book the park, send invites, haul the grill. This time, Lisa tried to take over. Send a group text, but it's a mess. No one's RSVPing. I heard Ed muttering about how it's gonna fall apart without me. I ain't budging. I called the bank, split our joint account, took my share. Emailed the landlord about the house, said maintenance requests go to Ed now. Even changed the streaming passwords. Lisa posted online, whining about family drama, and Carol commented, "We'll get through this." Still no word to me. My phone's buzzing nonstop now, texts, voicemails, all of them wanting something. I'm not answering. This ain't about being petty. It's about showing them I ain't their doormat. They're starting to feel it, and I'm just getting started. 2 weeks into this mess, and the cracks in my family's world are getting wider. I'm still holed up in this garage apartment, shoulders stiff as a board, but I'm feeling something else now, control. They're starting to see what happens when I stop holding everything together, and it's chaos. My phone's blowing up with texts and calls, but I ain't picking up. The group chat, Jack's recovery crew, is a war zone, messages piling up, all demanding I fix this or explain that. Still not a single sorry. First big blow came when Lisa tried to access the family shared storage locker, where we keep camping gear, holiday decorations, all that. She texts, "Jack, what's the new code?" I changed it last week, tired of being their default errand guy. I reply, "Figure it out yourself." She fires back, "This is so childish." I don't respond. Then Ed calls, all huffy, saying the cable got shut off. "Why'd you pull your name off the account?" He barks. I tell him, "I ain't paying for stuff you use while I'm stuck here." He says, "You're tearing us apart." I say, "You tore it first when you left me after surgery." He hangs up. I've been methodical, pulling myself out of every shared responsibility. Canceled my part of the phone plan. Stopped paying for the security system. Even told the garbage company to send bills to Carol. Send another email to the family inbox. All accounts are yours now. Handle it. Lisa's been posting cryptic stuff online, pictures of the beach, captions like "family first, always." Carol's liking every post, but they ain't texting me nothing kind. My neighbor, Tom, swung by again, saw me struggling with a grocery bag. He's like, "Still no family? Huh?" I just shrug. He brings me a plate of lasagna his wife made, and honestly, that's more care than I've gotten from my own blood. The house is a mess now. Yard's a jungle, trash cans overflowing, and I heard Ed cussing when the AC broke. Guess he forgot I always call the repair guy. Carol came down yesterday, face red, voice shaking. "Jack, this has to stop. You're punishing us." I look her in the eye. "You left me with no food, no meds, and pain. That's punishment." She says, "We didn't mean to hurt you. Lisa said you'd be fine." I tell her, "You didn't even check. I'm done being your fallback." She starts crying, says I'm breaking her heart. I say, "You broke mine first." She leaves, slamming the door again. Lisa showed up this morning, banging on my door. "You happy now?" she yells. "Mom's a wreck, Dad's stressed, and I can't even get into the locker." I stay cool. "You told me to be independent." "So, I am. Handle your own stuff." She tries to guilt me. "You're ruining everything. We're family." I say, "Family don't leave family to rot." She storms off, muttering I'm impossible. My cousin, Tim, called later, saying, "Man, you're stirring up trouble. Just talk to them." I tell him, "They ditched me, Tim. I was stuck, hungry, hurting." He sighs, says, "I get it, but this is getting big." I say, "Good. Maybe they'll think twice next time." The real chaos hit with the family reunion they tried to pull off. I always book the venue, send reminders, set up the potluck. This time, Lisa and Ed tried to wing it. Group chat's a disaster. Nobody knows who's bringing what, and the park permit didn't get paid. Heard Carol on the phone, panicking cause half the relatives bailed. I ain't stepping in. I called the bank again, made sure my name's off every joint account. Told the landlord all house issues go to Ed and Carol now. Even blocked Lisa's number for a bit, sick of her whining posts about betrayal. My phone's a circus, voicemails from Carol pleading, Ed yelling, Lisa demanding. I let him stack up. This ain't about revenge, not really. It's about respect. They treated me like a hired hand, only good for fixing their problems. Now they're seeing what it's like when I'm gone. I'm still limping around, still pissed, but I'm sleeping better knowing I ain't their doormat no more. They're scrambling, and I'm just watching. Got more moves to make, and they ain't gonna like him. 3 weeks in, and this whole thing's hit a boiling point. I'm still stuck in this garage apartment, shoulder aching, but I'm feeling stronger in a different way, like I'm finally standing up for myself. My family's world is crumbling without me, and they're not taking it well. My phone's a battlefield, texts, calls, voicemails, all begging, yelling, or guilting. The group chat's a mess, with Carol, Ed, and Lisa firing off messages like I'm gonna cave any second. Still no apology, just demands to fix this. The latest blow was the family storage locker. Lisa called, practically screaming, "Jack, we need that code. The Christmas stuff's in there." I'd changed it weeks ago, done with being their go-to guy. I tell her, "Not my issue. Call the company." She says, "You're being a jerk." I reply, "You left me stranded after surgery. Deal with it." She hangs up. Then Ed texts, saying the power bill's overdue, and the lights might get cut. Why'd you do this, Jack? I write back. I ain't paying for a house I'm barely living in. You figure it out. I've been surgical about cutting ties, pulled my name off the gas bill, the water, even the pest control service. Sent another email to the family inbox. All responsibilities are yours now. Good luck. Carol's been posting online, vague stuff about tough times with heart emojis, but nothing to me. My neighbor, Tom, dropped off some chili last night, asked, "Your folks still AWOL?" I nod, and he shakes his head. That's cold, man. His kindness stings more than my family's silence. The house is a disaster, grass overgrown, trash spilling, mailbox stuffed. I heard Ed wrestling with the lawnmower, my old job, and cussing when it wouldn't start. Carol came down this morning, tears in her eyes, voice sharp. Jack, you're destroying us. We're family. I stay calm. You left me with no food, no meds, and pain. That ain't family. She says, we didn't think it was that bad. Lisa said you'd handle it. I tell her, you didn't even call. I'm done carrying you all. She calls me selfish, storms out. Lisa showed up an hour later, banging on my door. You're making Mom cry, Jack. This is low. I say, you told me to be independent. I'm just following your advice. She tries to argue, says I'm blowing it out of proportion. I cut her off. You went to the beach while I was starving. Get out of my face. She leaves, slamming her car door. My cousin, Tim, texted, saying, man, you're tearing everyone apart. Just talk to them. I tell him, they ditched me, Tim. I was stuck, hurting, alone. He says, I get it, but this is intense. I reply, it's supposed to be. The family reunion's a bust now. Lisa tried organizing it, but the group chat's dead, nobody's committing, and the venue canceled cause Ed forgot to pay. I heard Carol on the phone, begging relatives to show up. I ain't helping. I called the bank, finalized splitting our joint account. Told the landlord I'm done with house maintenance. Even changed the Wi-Fi password. Lisa's been whining about that online. My phone's a circus, Carol's voicemails, Ed's angry texts, Lisa's demands. I let him pile up. This ain't about being mean. It's about making them see I'm not their servant. They treated me like a tool, only useful when they needed something. Now they're drowning, and I'm not throwing a lifeline. I'm still hobbling, still mad, but I'm planning my next move. I'm thinking about leaving this apartment, maybe getting my own place. I ain't there yet, but the idea is growing. They're gonna learn what it's like without me, and I'm gonna make sure it sticks. It's been a month, and the storm's finally breaking, but not how I expected. I'm still in this garage apartment, shoulder healing slow, but my head's clearer than ever. My family's been scrambling, and now they're desperate, flooding my phone with messages, 47 last I checked, all pleading, some angry, none sorry. The group chat's a graveyard of their panic, begging me to come back, or talk it out. I ain't budging. The storage locker drama escalated. Lisa tried to get into it for camping gear, but the company wouldn't budge without my name. She left me a voicemail, voice cracking, Jack, this is insane. Just give us the code. I texted back, not my problem. You're on your own. Ed called, saying the electric's on a final notice. You can't keep doing this, he growls. I say, you left me to rot after surgery. Fix it yourself. I've cut every tie, stopped paying for the internet, the trash pickup, even the family shared car insurance. Send a final email, all accounts are yours. I'm out. Lisa's posting online, cryptic rants about loyalty, with Carol commenting, we'll get through. Still nothing to me. Tom, my neighbor, brought over some burgers, saw the mess of their yard. Your family's imploding, huh? I nod. They're learning. The house is a wreck, weeds choking the lawn, garbage bags piling up, a broken gutter swinging loose. Ed tried fixing the AC, my old job, and shorted it out. I heard him yelling through the walls. Carol came down yesterday, looking worn out. Jack, please. We're falling apart. You're our rock. I say, you left me with no food, no meds, and pain. Where was family then? She sobs, says, we messed up, but we didn't mean it. Lisa thought you'd be okay. I tell her, you didn't check. I ain't your rock no more. She leaves, quieter this time. Lisa showed up later, not yelling, just staring. You win, Jack. Happy? Everything's a mess. I say, you made it a mess when you went to the beach. She tries, we're family. We need you. I shake my head. You need my work, not me. She walks away, head down. Uncle Ray called, saying Carol's a wreck. What's your endgame? I tell him, they ditched me, Ray. I'm just letting them feel it. He sighs, fair, but it's brutal. The reunion's canceled, Lisa botched the planning, and nobody showed. I heard Ed on the phone, begging the park to refund the deposit. I finalized everything, bank account split. My name off all bills, landlord rerouted to Ed. I even sold my old toolbox, the one I used to fix their junk. My phone's a war zone, Carol's tearful voicemails, Ed's threats, Lisa's pleas. I don't answer. This ain't about hurting them. It's about me not getting hurt again. They saw me as a means to an end, not a brother, not a son. I'm done. But something's shifting. I've been looking at apartments online, small places I could afford. I ain't ready to move yet, but the thought's there, like a light at the end of this mess. I'm still angry, still healing, but I'm starting to see a life where I'm not their fix-it guy. They're begging, but I'm building something new, and it feels right. 6 weeks later, and I'm standing at a crossroads I didn't see coming. My shoulder's getting better, still sore, but I can lift a coffee mug now. I'm still in the garage apartment, but it don't feel like a cage no more. My family's finally realized I'm not coming back to fix their messes, and it's changed everything. My phone's quieter now, only 12 messages this week, mostly Carol, still pleading, still no sorry. The group chat's dead, just a relic of their chaos. I ain't answered in weeks. The storage locker saga ended. Lisa got the company to reset the code, but not before Ed had to drive an hour to sign papers. He left me a voicemail, grumbling, "Hope you're proud, Jack." I didn't reply. The house bills are theirs now, electric's back on, but they're juggling late fees. I heard Carol on the phone, arguing with the water company. The yard's a mess, gutter's still broken, and Ed's given up trying to play handyman. I ain't stepped in. Tom, my neighbor, brought over some pie, said, "Your folks look rough. You okay?" I told him, better than I'd been in a while. He smiled, like he got it. Carol came down last week, not angry, just tired. "Jack, we miss you. Can we start over?" I say, "You left me alone, hungry, hurting. That don't just vanish." She nods, eyes wet. "We were wrong. I should have stayed." It's the closest she's come to an apology, but it's late. I tell her, "I'm moving on. You should too." She leaves, silent. Lisa tried one last time, showed up at my door. "Jack, I'm sorry, okay? We screwed up." I look at her. "You laughed when I needed you." "Sorry ain't enough." She says, "What do you want?" I say, "Nothing. I'm done being your backup." She walks away, and for once, I don't feel heavy. Uncle Ray called, said, "You made your point, kid. They're hurting." I tell him, "So was I. They chose that." He laughs, says, "You're tougher than I thought." The reunion never happened. Family's too scattered now, and nobody's taken my place as the planner. Lisa stopped posting online. Carol's gone quiet too. Ed's just grumpy, but he don't call no more. I've closed every chapter, bank accounts, bills, all of it in their names. I even gave Tom my old lawnmower, told him I'm done with their yard. The big move came yesterday. I signed a lease on a small apartment across town. Nothing fancy, but it's mine. I've been packing, slow with the shoulder, but it feels good. I ain't told my family yet. Don't plan to. They'll find out when I'm gone. I'm not cutting them off forever. Maybe one day we'll talk, but it'll be on my terms, not theirs. I ain't their handyman, their ATM, or their safety net. I'm Jack, and I'm enough. My phone's almost silent now, and I like it. I scroll through their old messages sometimes, not to gloat, but to remind myself why I'm here. They showed me who they were, and I showed myself who I can be. I'm still healing, body and soul, but I'm walking a new road, and it's mine alone. If you're reading this, and you're always the one holding your people up, try letting go. You might find yourself stronger than you think. This is my last word on it. I'm moving out, moving on, and I ain't looking back.